Oh dear, he looks very worried. And I'm feeling a little bit worried today as well. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to move my camera over here where I can see you better. And hopefully you can see me. Yes, that man behind me is looking very worried today. Do you ever feel worried about things? There are lots of things that I might feel worried about. I feel worried about when will we go back to school? I worry about not seeing all of my friends. Sometimes I worry when it gets very, very dark. We all have things that we feel worried about, and so I thought today we'd read a story all about that, and it's called Ruby's Worry. And it's by Tom Percival. And if you look at her face, you can see that she is very worried. I'm going to read the blurb on the back for you. It says, Ruby had always been happy, perfectly happy, until one day she discovered a worry. Here we go. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high. And she loved to explore wild, faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. You can see it there. In fact, it was so small that at first Ruby hardly even noticed it. But then the worry started to grow. Each day it got a little bit bigger. It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast, staring at her over the cereal box, like this. And it was still there at night when she cleaned her teeth. She doesn't look very happy about it. The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. It's quite difficult to do, isn't it? You're very worried about something. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? Ruby didn't realise, but she was doing the worst thing you can ever do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Now, the worry was enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at tea time, and it filled up half of the school bus. Look, you can see it's huge. And it took up the whole rows at the cinema. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about, and it seemed like she would never feel happy ever again. There she is at the cinema with the enormous worry. One day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? It was. Ruby realised that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. She asked the boy what was on his mind, and he told her the strangest thing happened. His worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever do if you have a worry. She talked about it. And as the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Soon, both of their worries were gone. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, they never hung around for long. There we go. I don't know about you. I feel a lot better now. I feel a bit more like my old self now that I've told you some of my worries and we've had this lovely story about Ruby. So I do hope that if you're feeling a bit worried, like this man behind me today, that you will talk to somebody about it. Your family are always there to listen to you if you need. So I'm going to wish you a lovely day. Go and enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.